Tansei, welcome to Metis Minute, your source for Metis news in Region 7. Welcome back to Metis Minute. I am your host, Samantha Loney, and today I have a bit of sad news that Metis Minute for Region 7 is going to be coming to an end. Unfortunately, and not so unfortunately, I have gotten other opportunities to share Metis news with the community, so stick around for the end of the episode so I can tell you all about those opportunities. But today we are here to bring you a roundup for community events happening in Region 7 for the month of November. As some citizens might know, it has been AGM season here in Region 7, with the local community councils hosting their annual general meetings. Well, this month it is the Georgian Bay Metis Council's turn to host their AGM. Their AGM will take place November 10th at the Y Bridge Community Center. This year, the Georgian Bay Metis Council will be hosting a kitchen party that will take place from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. before their AGM starts. They will be hosting fiddlers, jiggers, and beaters who want to come out and share culture with the community. The actual meeting portion of the AGM will take place at 4 p.m., finishing roughly around 5 p.m., where citizens will participate in a game dinner potluck. So the Georgian Bay Metis Council is looking for citizens who are harvesters and hunters who would like to participate in the potluck portion, bringing items to feast upon at the dinner after the meeting. Another event that is happening in Region 7 is the Barrie South Simcoe Métis Council's Beaded Earring Workshop. The Beaded Earring Workshop takes place on November 10th and hosts two workshops, one session in the morning for beginners and one session later on for a bit more of advanced beaded earring makers. Unfortunately, the beginners beaded earring workshop is full, but if you are a beginner beader and would like to be put on a wait list, you can still contact the Barrie South Simcoe Métis Council and they will add you to the list and contact you should a spot open up. The advanced beaded earring workshop is still open, so we encourage anybody who's ever made beaded earrings before to come on out to this workshop and try to enhance your skills and learn from other beaders. Another event that the Barrie catchment area citizens can come out to is an event that's hosted by Ryan's Hope, Moms Stop the Harm, and the Barrie Encampment Network Support Group. They are hosting a solidarity sleepout at Barrie's City Hall November 13th, starting at 9 p.m. This solidarity sleepout is important because if you've seen any of our coverage on the Bursey Park encampment, you know that there are currently Métis citizens who are living on the street in need of care. So this solidarity sleepout is going to follow the Barrie City Council meeting where these local advocates will be holding a silent protest in council chambers. They will then sleep out at 9 p.m. overnight to raise awareness for our unhoused population in Barrie. The advocacy groups who are hosting this event have sent out invitations to the mayor and all city councillors, and they are encouraging anybody who's in the Barrie area to come out and support. And we know that in the province of Ontario, November is the month in which we celebrate Louis Riel. So Louis Riel Day takes place on November 16th, but the MNO is holding their virtual pancake dinner and storytelling session November 15th. So make sure you contact the MNO to see how you can participate and get a Zoom link to that event. And lastly, the Barrie South Simcoe Métis Council is hosting a drum making workshop on November 24th. So if you're in the Barrie catchment area, you might have been to one of the two other drum making workshops that were hosted at the council. This drum making workshop on November 24th will be for citizens who didn't get a chance to participate in those drum making workshops. So if you signed up for the workshop last time and you were put on a wait list, you are eligible for this drum making workshop. Or maybe you missed the sign up sheet and are still interested in participating in this drum making workshop. This is the workshop that you can sign up for. So stay peeled to Barrie South Simcoe Métis Council's social media and your email inbox to look out for the invitation for that drum making workshop. As we mentioned at the beginning of today's episode, we are winding down on our time with Simcoe Community Media and hosting Metis Minute. It has been an honor to bring these videos to you for the citizens who chose to watch them and learn more about community events. As we always mention, this is just a tool to remind you of some of the events that are happening in the community, and you are encouraged to reach out to your local community councils to find out about more ways to get involved in the community. We have been given more opportunity to share Métis stories with you, so we are going to keep you posted on that later on. But I also wanted to remind everyone about my podcast, Travelling Metis. I have had the privilege of traveling across Turtle Island and talking to Métis people who reside in each province, whether they live in the homeland or not. We are currently in the third season of Travelling Metis, and if you happen to check out the most recent episode, you might find a familiar voice in Tracy May Chambers. Tracy May was in some of our footage of the AGA's Kushkapeyu art exhibit, and she was the star of this week's episode of Travelling Metis. Next week, we will be talking to Willie Pole from the Sault Ste. Marie Métis community about her career as a children's book author. And you may recognize one of Willie's books, My Little Okachita, if you were in attendance at the Barrie Culture Days event I hosted at the Barrie South Simcoe Métis Council. We'll be discussing this book as well as other books that Willie has written next week on the Travelling Metis podcast. So we encourage you to go to Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, wherever you listen to your podcasts, and subscribe to Travelling Metis to listen to these episodes and our previous two seasons. It has been an honor to share these stories with you, and as I mentioned, stay tuned for how we are expanding and creating more opportunities to share stories with you. Merci for watching, and we'll see you down the river.